Hello everybody. This month's book blog comes to you from inside an art exhibition, and this month's art exhibition is Conceptual Art at Tate Britain, a new exhibition that is open to the end of August. And this show looks at British artists from the 60s and 70s and their interpretation of conceptual art. So it's not necessarily an examination of the style, but the whole point of conceptual art was to challenge the notion of what art is, what it is for, and what materials we should use to create art. So I know a lot of you can probably see over my shoulder and see a pyramid of oranges. And I know that there's a lot of people who find this kind of art divisive and are just thinking, but that is just a pile of oranges. But that's kind of the purpose. It's very democratic. It's saying that you don't necessarily need canvases and expensive oil paints for an artist to express themselves. They can use everyday materials. Everyone can be an artist. You can use cereal boxes, you can use fruit, you can use spray can paints. You know, it really is pushing the boundaries of what conceptual art is. And actually, if I turn around, I'll show you, you see, from all exhibitions, you even see a pile of sand in the corner. Yeah. I know this art exhibition is going to be a real challenge for a lot of people who enjoy to go and see portraits and great big landscapes, but this is an important notion in modern art, and this is a very exciting exhibition and well worth visiting. Like I said, on to the end of August. But this particular exhibit behind me is Roelof Lauw's Pyramid of Oranges, and it's a seminal work in this period. I actually love it because I'm obsessed with the geometry of it. Not only is it an incredibly beautiful, stark, bright orange, but particularly when you look up closely, it is so perfectly laid out, and it's such an almost perfect pyramid, these sort of spheres, and the way they go up into this geometrical perfect pyramid. I'm obsessed with it. It is also a bit of an interactive art exhibit, and so visitors are invited to take an orange if they want one, so you may see someone take an orange behind me. Although interestingly, you're not allowed to eat the orange in the exhibition, you have to take it out and eat it. But there you go, you can be part of Roelof Lauw's Pyramid of Oranges. So anyway, on to the books. The books that we're looking at this month are Laline Paull's The Bees, and the Man Booker Prize winner, Brief History of 7 Killings by Marlon James. And I chose these because they were, well, I was trying desperately to create a link between the books I was reading and the art exhibition. But these are high concept books. So that's the link that I'm going with. So The Bees is, I've been describing it to people as Brave New World set in a beehive. It is an examination of a negative utopia, social control in a beehive. It's an extraordinary vision from Laline Paull, as we follow Flora 717, a bee that's born into the lowest case in the hive, who has no future. And yet through her extraordinary will and talent, we see her rise up through the hive, and we witness the religious persecutions, the sort of extermination of enemies, the religious control of the sages who run the hive through fear and the massacres to keep people cowering in fear, and we see a queen who is weak and a virus that is beginning to threaten the hive. So what we see is Flora's journey as she starts to peel back the layers on this terrifying hive that she lives within, that controls every bee and predetermines its destiny even before it's born. It is a thrilling book. When people were recommending it to me, it's been quite popular by word of mouth. It was, really, a bee? This is amazing. It is gripping, and Flora is an incredibly complex character, and the way she grapples with her internal and external threats is fascinating. And it's really definitely recommended. The second book is one that's had a lot of press. It's Marlon James's A History of 7 Killings. It has been described as being a book about Bob Marley's assassination or attempted assassination, and it has been compared a lot with Quentin Tarantino's work. I find both of those comparisons a little bit off, because this is actually an examination of the society in Jamaica at the time of Bob Marley's attempted assassination. So it's an examination of gangs, gang killings, gang leaders, groupies, people wanting to get out, and also people wanting to get in and control, most notably the Americans and the CIA. And also it's a desperately tragic book as you follow these lives, and the whole book is written as a series of monologues by constantly reappearing characters, and you see them across years after the assassination, the attempted assassination, and how they keep running their whole lives from events and from a past that they all want to forget. Quentin Tarantino sort of revels in violence, like it's fun for him. This is a tragic book, and the violence is hollow and reflects how broken the characters are. It is an amazing book. It is a long book. It is amazing and well worthy of all the plaudits that it has received. So these are definitely two books that I would recommend unequivocally. So there you go. An art exhibition and two books for you to read this month. See you next month.